Eastern people, since ancient times, have distilled a profound truth: after 40, you are responsible for your face. This saying is not merely about aging but also a philosophy about the correlation between the soul, appearance, and destiny. After 40, the face is no longer purely a reflection of genetics but becomes a map of the soul, etched with every thought, emotion, and action throughout a lifetime. President Abraham Lincoln once refused a talented candidate over 40 because every man past 40 is responsible for his face, recognizing the hidden inner turmoil reflected on his countenance. Notables like Albert Schweitzer, Albert Camus, and Ingrid Bergman also shared this view, asserting that one's face in adulthood is a reflection of life and what one deserves. The philosophy: with a good heart but no good appearance. Appearance will be born from the heart, with a good appearance but no good heart. Appearance will perish with the heart. From Eastern Physiognomy affirms, a good heart will create a good appearance, while a bad heart will destroy even a beautiful appearance. The heart, or mind, is the invisible yet core part, coordinating behavior, emotions, and giving rise to the visible appearance. A person with a kind heart will have benevolent eyes and a gentle smile. Conversely, someone with a malicious heart will have a somber face and cold, sharp eyes. Therefore, interpreting one's appearance is not about looking in a mirror but contemplating one's inner self. A person with a pure heart need not worry about an unattractive appearance, for true beauty comes from an inherently good and noble inner self. To transform one's inner self, 9 core virtues need to be cultivated: be willing to suffer loss, living altruistically, not contending over every little thing, keeps the mind calm and attracts good fortune. Do not covet gain, being greedy for small gains often leads to losing bigger things. Haste makes waste. To receive, one must give. Live less selfishly. A selfish person, only thinking of their own or their immediate family's interests, often becomes isolated. Living altruistically and generously fosters harmony and cooperation, leading to success. Cherish all connections. Encounters in this life are not accidental, whether family, friends, or those who cause us pain. All have karmic ties from previous lives. Cherishing every relationship, living harmoniously and lovingly, plants seeds of blessings for oneself. Maintain optimism and joy. A smile is the inner sunshine. A person who knows how to smile will have an easier life. A smile not only soothes storms but also heals the soul for oneself and others. Let go of worries. Worries stem from excessive desires. When greed arises, not achieving it brings suffering. Even when achieved, the fear of loss also brings suffering. Knowing contentment and how to let go brings peace. Live peacefully, without contention. Not vying for things is a sign of inner strength. Non-contention is wisdom. Letting go is liberation. Yielding is merit. Do not let the mind be swayed by external circumstances. A peaceful mind does not change due to circumstances, material possessions, or fame. A mind as steadfast as a mountain can face life's storms calmly. Do not torment the body for external things, money, status, reputation. If they cause one to lose peace and sacrifice health, the price is too high. True happiness is a peaceful mind, a healthy body, a generous heart, simple living, and contentment. The face is each person's feng shui. One's complexion cannot be faked, it is where the spirit gathers. A gentle and kind demeanor naturally radiates approachability, making others feel at ease. A person prone to negative thoughts often has dull eyes, furrowed brows, and downturned mouth corners, reflecting an unsettled soul. The initial facial features are heaven-given, but one's complexion is the result of postnatal cultivation. The idiom "a benevolent person brings auspiciousness to the land" implies that good people make the land auspicious. Conversely, a person with a malicious heart, even living in the most excellent feng shui location, will self-destruct. Feng shui is not merely about landforms, house orientation, or object arrangement. True feng shui is the convergence of morality, wisdom, and compassion of the occupants. When people are kind, their living space flourishes, good luck arrives, and descendants prosper. When people are evil and envious, their dwelling, no matter how rich, becomes cold and unstable. Good or bad feng shui depends on one's heart, virtue, and blessings. To achieve these, nothing is more important than continuous self-cultivation, living virtuously, being filial to parents, being humble in communication, forgiving others' mistakes, empathizing with life's sorrows, being content, not being greedy or envious, and not blaming fate. A person who embraces the joy and peace of others as their own joy, who thinks of others before themselves, not only sows blessings for others but also accumulates blessings for themselves. These are people who find luck without seeking it, who radiate an attractive light without elaborate makeup, because they possess an inner spiritual appearance that is more beautiful and lasting than any cosmetic. The principle of good begets good, evil begets evil is an eternal law in this universe. Virtuous people who accumulate good deeds not only command respect from malevolent spirits, who dare not disturb them, but also receive heavenly blessings that change their destiny. The story of Master Sun Yongd, a virtuous physiognomist, is a moving example. He was a man of virtue, protected by divine beings, respected even by spirits. When a young spirit constantly disturbed a family, he did not punish it but gently advised, live virtuously, do not cling to material possessions, do not resent fate, let go of anger and envy. The spirit heeded his words and found release. Later, Sun Yongd lived to 80. His children achieved success, and his family prospered. He did not need a position to be respected, it was his virtue that earned the admiration of others. Similarly, the Han Dynasty sage Yen Junping was famous not for fortune-telling for money, but for advising people to practice loyalty, filial piety, trustworthiness, and righteousness. He lived simply and contentedly, understanding that excessive wealth easily harms the spirit, and high fame easily destroys inner peace. He lived over 90 years in tranquility. One of the most moving stories about changing destiny through accumulating virtue and good deeds is that of Suanj. Initially, a physiognomist diagnosed him with childless appearance. But after he rescued a girl who was sold into slavery and married her to a good man instead of taking her as a concubine as he had intended, the physiognomist confirmed that his appearance had changed to many children appearance. And indeed, his wife later gave birth to 5 sons, and his family became prosperous, happy, and complete. These stories affirm an undeniable truth. A family that accumulates good deeds will surely have abundant joy. A family that accumulates evil deeds will surely have abundant misfortune. The best feng shui is oneself. When we are good, everything naturally goes smoothly. When we are evil, even heaven and earth find it difficult to tolerate us. This is the law of karma. Among evil karmas, mouth karma, karma from speech, is one of the heaviest. It not only affects others but also destroys oneself. Words are a double-edged sword. Used correctly, they save people; used incorrectly, they kill people and destroy one's own blessings. In the age of technology, when social media allows anyone to speak, words become even more dangerous. A malicious comment, a false rumor, can cause others lifelong suffering, even death. Therefore, be cautious with every word. Do not speak ill behind others' backs. Do not gossip. Do not sow hatred. If words do not make people better, silence is a wise choice. For when we say something about others, we are revealing our own character. A benevolent person speaks benevolent words, a malicious person speaks harsh words. Cultivating one's heart and character is not just an individual task but the correct and sustainable path for all of us. When the inner self is pure, when the heart is good and performs good deeds, the face naturally radiates, the aura naturally attracts, and destiny transforms. Like a lotus rising from the mud, spreading pure fragrance amidst a dusty world. And that is the timeless truth of the saying, appearance is born of the heart. From the stories and truths shared, we can draw a profound realization. The face after 40 is not simply a reflection of time but a mirror of the inner self, a testament, or perhaps a poem, about each individual's journey of cultivation. A person with a beautiful soul, living by principles, knowing love and forgiveness, their face, even if not meeting modern aesthetic standards, will exude an indescribable beauty. This is the beauty of character, of spirit, of harmony, and inner wisdom. When looking at an adult, we should not hastily judge them by their outward appearance, for that appearance has gone through countless ups and downs, silent tears, patient smiles, and choices between good and bad. Every wrinkle is a lesson, every gaze is a story. That face is the living history of the soul. Eastern philosophy, since ancient times, has always taught people to turn inward to find peace, rather than chase external illusions. Those who turn back to their inner self, living with kindness, humility, acknowledging and correcting mistakes, will be supported by heaven and earth. Both people and things will be harmonious. This is also true Feng Shui. The Feng Shui of a peaceful and open heart. We live in an era where beauty standards are distorted by social media, by the race for physical appearance, and the standardization of beauty based on camera angles, editing apps, or virtual praise. But these things will pass, only inner beauty remains, eternal and never outdated. The ultimate realization that everyone should carry is that if you want to change your life, start by changing your inner self. When you change your mind from anxiety to peace, from resentment to gratitude, from envy and anger to compassion, your face will radiate, your relationships will flourish, and your life will smile upon you. Ultimately, appearance is the silent storyteller of the heart. So, starting today, this very moment, let us together plant a seed of goodness in our hearts. That seed will grow into compassionate eyes, a gentle smile, and a calm demeanor. And at that very moment, you won't need to ask where Feng Shui is, because the best Feng Shui is present on your very own face.